I've got Kombart here, and he's about to give us a spoken word performance. He's a poet and a writer activist, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so let's take it away and we'll talk after this, right?
Yeah. This is a true life story that happens in Benin City every day. Mary was just 18 when she was trapped in the world wide web of sexual trafficking. It started at 15. It was a network of lies that she was introduced to a man named Juan who promised he would date her, not knowing she was in formation to be processed as an object to be used like a device. Device is devised in which he disguised to be the guy who would guide her, made her trust him. Juan was a con who used sweet words about her figure to configure the operating system of her mind. There was no longer a firewall to his insane commands as he had the password to her heart. The password was a code of love and she couldn't decode. She was lost. A young, naive heart thought this was what love was. And then it took her abroad promising a job. She later realized she was in a hot spot when she couldn't pass the port because he had seized her passport. That night, the deed was done. He struck. She pleaded as his hardware made her software and tear. It was a hard drive as he drove hard into her. She now became Microsoft with an outlook that she wanted to excel. The PowerPoint of this access was to make her feel worthless. And with every keystroke, he introduced her to handheld tablets. Mary Jane married Joanna and that became her heroine and life. Cocaine was just a cold cane to make her feel alive from the numbness deep inside. She was addicted, broke and not herself anymore. This was what he wanted. He became a pimp, sell her for sex, pay her in drugs, get her so hooked she cannot run, men parasite like a bed bug. Sometimes for play, it was not fun. When she cried stop, it was threesome. Sexual abuse, it was too much. Award for rape, trophy he won. All the pleasure, it was boredom. This was applied every day and night. Mama at home thinking she is doing fine. She couldn't remember the last time she smiled. All that she wanted was the pain to subside. So the best thing to do was to pick up a knife. At age 21, Mary died of suicide. Sexual trafficking is a pressing issue and we need to iron it out. Like keyboards, these men see these women as instruments and with every stroke they strike, they leave them all struck. So many ladies have been caught short by this shortcut as they are caught short with money and fun. They enter into dysfunction. It becomes their home. They are marked with a tab. It's an alternate universe. They want an escape but they don't even get a backspace as they do endless shifts with men who can't control their joysticks. Keyboards. The key thing about this board is it's an industry. They display a good character, but as soon as you enter, it's the end, like Mary. Dear boys, how much cookie would you pay so that Mary lands a cookie? There's so many Marys on our streets hiding behind Mary K's, thinking they are doing okay, but deep inside their makeup, they need a new makeup. Our boys need a new foundation. We need to train our boys from childhood not to be a childhood, not to see females as emails, not to drop them as trash. They're not sent for our spam. They're not objects to be thrown around. They're not info you pay to subscribe. They're boys. And we are not different from these predators. We keep silent until this issue predates us, until our daughters become prey, and then we want to do more than pray, because the culprit of today could have been stopped yesterday. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. I love this. I love this. This, from what I got so far, it's about sexual predators and all of that. That's the idea, right?
Yes.
What's going through your mind putting this poem together?
I'm thinking of, while I was writing about it, I was thinking about the victim. This actually happens in Benin City every day. And when I found out about it, I had to write about it and tell the whole world about it.
All right, so how long have you been involved in spoken word?
Oh, spoken word, I started spoken word when I tried from depression and suicide in 2014, but I took it as a career path January this year. How is
it financially viable as a career path?
Like I would say, set your standard in the sky and people that are ready to meet you will fly. Any career is viable. It depends on the person.
All right. Thank you very much, Kombart. I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you very much.
See you at the top.